Off that fiddling man. Said she never ever forget her hands. And no big fiddling
Hey guys, little Kylie when she's younger, so cute, huh? Her and her grandpa. So how's everybody doing? Yeah, this is the first time I've been on my computer since this all happened. I haven't checked. I was on my phone, like responding to comments. I just took yesterday off. I needed just the day off. It was just crazy. So we'll see. Keep your fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's okay. This is the first time I've been on StreamYards, and that's when whatever happened on StreamYards, it seemed like. So I don't know, you guys. How's it looking for you guys? Is it okay? I hope. Let me take a sip of this. Yeah, there's a couple. Are you saying there's 3 videos of her playing with her grandpa music? This one is she's the youngest, and there's one where she's a little bit older, and then there's one where she's even a little bit older. So you see 3 different ages of her with her grandpa. Little Kylie, yeah, it just makes you sad. And her and her family are in music. Good little musician. So she's playing the violin here. One time she's playing the mandolin. One time she's playing the guitar. So she's she played some instruments and sang, and So, let me see what everybody, yeah, she does. Yeah. I don't really have anything new because I took the day off. I haven't even looked into it, but I was reading messages and everybody's like, "You need to come on, at least say you're okay." Like everybody's freaking out. So I'm like, I better just hop on and at least say I think everything's okay. I mean, I'm okay. I think everything's okay with my computer. Like I said, this is my first time I've been back on it. So I don't really have anything new to add, but I did reach out to Brittany. Oh, thanks, Rody Gal, for joining. I've been trying to hold on, let me put this up. Thank you, Rody. Um, is Brittany in here? Do you see Brittany in here? Because she's the one that did that video where she matched the picture up with the trees, which I haven't got to like check to see if it all matched, but who am I? I mean, she like we're both all I mean, we're all just trying to figure it out, right? So it looks like she did match it. I haven't got to analyze it is my point. But that's why I wanted her to come on. And if that's the case, that's very interesting because maybe they really are looking at Kylie's car, but not Kylie's car running into the water, but maybe the argument or something happening by Kylie's car. Because if she matched up that picture right, then that means that would be about where Kylie's car is, that light. So maybe because remember on AWP, we heard there was an argument, everybody dispersed. So maybe they were looking some people heard like a commotion going on over there, you know? I don't think it was her in the water, no, because, like, when we figured out where everything was and then, Verna, the local, went there and she said, "No, you wouldn't be able to see the water, like, where she went in or anything." So I don't think it was the water, but it could be her car. And it could be her car, whatever happened, an argument, whatever, the lights, like, maybe the light was on in her car, her headlight, because she was parked back there somewhere, right? So that's why I'm hoping. I reached out. She responded. I said, I'm going live in 20 minutes. Hopefully she pops on because I would like to go over it with her. If not, I don't really have anything new. I guess we could open a panel and just chat, but I don't have anything. I haven't done any new research because I just took the whole day off yesterday. It was just crazy. Um, I still don't know. I've been trying to work on who a voice comparison for that person. I'm working on it. I have a couple people in mind that I'm working on who that might be. I narrowed it down to 2 people I'm thinking it could be. So I'm still trying to confirm that. But I did all that night. So I took the whole day off yesterday, but that night I was like so freaked out that I started like trying to like do some voice comparisons to people. A couple of voices that that we've heard or that I've found. You know what I'm saying? There's this one guy that I don't there's one guy that I matched the name up to, and I'm trying to see if it's him, and if it's not, then it might be this other person, and I'm just not too happy if it's this other person. But I don't know for sure. So I'm trying to work on that. No, Bella didn't hack my computer. She has access to my StreamYards where to help me. Do you know how hard it is up here to like put up the comments, especially when I have an open panel and there's so many people in chat. Like I'm trying to like put things up on the screen. So what she does, like show you stuff, like I'm trying to put a video or put like a screenshot or whatever. So she'll sit there and put the comments up so we could thank people or see people's comments. So she has the access to do that. And no, I don't know what that was, but she wouldn't have hacked my computer. I've known her for a while. She doesn't have anything to do with the case. So yeah, that I think you guys are some people are just being a little paranoid because what he said. Um, and to answer another thing is I don't normally have that was the rare occasion where there was 2 mods up here at the same time. But why aren't they allowed to come up when I open the panel to anybody? Anybody could come up, right? I let anybody up. I was adding all 10 people at once when they would come because you're only allowed to have it only lets you have 10 people at a time up. Not my rules, that's StreamYard's rules. I wish, but so then when people are trying to get on, they can't get on. So I used to just add all 10 and then I listen to what you guys say. And a lot of you say it's too much when there's all those people on at once. So I started trying to keep it at 6 and rotating them out. And I was on for 10 hours that night. So when I came back on, I said, yeah, you know what? It would be helpful if I had a couple mods up here. So yeah, the only time I had 2 mods at a time up here, he comes up and says that. The only time I think it's ever happened. Normally it'll be Bella because she's helping me with the comments. You know what I'm saying? Mez, that was the first time she ever was up here on panel. Ashley's been up here randomly, but not because she just wanted to come up and chat. She's more than welcome, like anybody else, to take the link, mod or not, right? That'd be stupid if I'm like, nope, you're a mod, you can't come up here. So there's no conspiracy about me having mods up here. I was burnt out 10 hours. So I said, you know what? Yeah, Ashley wanted to come up and talk. And then Mez is like, it's like, yeah, Mez, come help. Because Bella wasn't up here at the time. She was busy. She hopped on, I think, because see, she has access where she could just come in and then come up. So I think she just hopped on because she thought I needed help with that Michael guy, which I don't think I did, but that was her intention was good. I kind of wanted just to handle myself, but whatever. It happened. She thought, that I needed help, so it is what it is. But that's not normally the case. Anybody's welcome, and I can't help it that sometimes it's the same people coming up. I have no control. I would like to have different people, but it seems like it's the same people taking that link coming up. I have no control of who takes the link and comes up. Somebody said that Michael said Xana May came up. If Xana May came up, I had no clue it was her. And if she's in chat, there was somebody named Xana May in chat like last week. I have no control who's in chat. How can I control who comes into chat? I didn't see it when it happened. Somebody screenshot and showed me. But you have to know that I guarantee there's people creating that name and not Xana May just to like troll with people. So just because there was a Xana May that was in chat one time, it might not even be her. It might be just somebody messing with us. Think about it. We had somebody pretending to be Jagger in chat once. Any case that we cover, we always have somebody pretending to be the people involved, that they make fake names. Like, what was the other one that people came with, the Gabby Petito? I think people pretended to be Brian. Like people like, it's easy, right? If people want to be jerks, let's just create a name and then act like we're that person because we'll get all this attention and we could stir up drama. So I don't know. I can't control if Xana May comes in or not. People take the link as long as they could verify what it does in the backstage, because I have the verification on where you have to verify your Google account. It doesn't send me that information. I see them backstage, I add them. And that's the things that's what comes with having an open panel. And then let's say people say, well, you got to be careful. Then I close off panel. So it's either I'm blamed for only letting people I know, or I'm blamed for letting Xana May. So either I have no control and I let anybody up here, or I choose who I let up here, and then I would be blamed for, oh my God, you're only letting certain people up here. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe you let Xana May up here. Well, Xana May obviously didn't have that name. When I asked Michael what was her name, I don't know what the name was. I just recognized the voice. Okay, if you were that suspicious, you should have wrote down the name there, PI. Are you a private investigator? If you're suspicious, why don't you know the name of her? Okay. Sorry, God, I haven't talked about this like out loud, so now all this anger is coming out again. But yeah, and I want to keep it open panel. I don't want to. I want to be able to put my link up and let anybody join. But you realize doing that means I have no control who comes up here. So don't come at me if somebody you don't like comes up here with a different opinion. I'm letting anybody talk, and I let him stay up here as long because I told him he was in chat as Tennessee Royalty, and I told him, but I can't find him in chat now. So I don't know if he deleted his account as Tennessee Royalty when I go back through the chat, but he came in chat making up lies about me. And I said, you know what? And he's saying, you pay everybody you have up there, you're paying, and it's all your mods. I said, you're more than welcome to take the link. Come on up. So when he came up, I wanted to let him talk. Come on. I invited you up. Let's see what you have to say. So that's, yeah. But I don't think Bella realized. I don't know. It wasn't me that removed him, but she did, and she thought that was right at the time. Maybe she didn't realize that I invited him. So I'm not saying, this. Sometimes you act on emotion, and you do what you got to do. But I would have let him up here talk because I said you could come up here and talk, right? But then something happened with my computer, so then that freaked me out. So anyway. But so what do you guys want? You guys want me to keep it open panel and maybe risk having people that you don't like up here with different opinions, or close it off and and choose who I let up here? And then you guys are going to claim that I'm like being biased. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not all of you guys, but it's enough that I'm getting these stupid comments that it's thanks, Pointer Lover. It's just, I don't know. It's just bothering me, these comments. And then somebody's like, wait, that was act? You just acted? Because my pinned comment. I'm like, no, I was explaining why I came at him so hard when he finally came up on panel, why I was kind of like already like a little bit like triggered because what he was saying in chat. And he comes up and he says, hey, I'm Tennessee Royalty. So I knew he was the one saying all that crap in chat. So I was already a little bit triggered, and that's why I might have came at him a little bit different than I would normally, because he was making up lies about me. He said stuff that was not true that I said. So that's why I came at him like I was a little bit triggered when he came up. But I was going to let him talk. So, but everything happens for a reason. It all happened that way, whatever. Okay. But what do you guys want me to do? Keep open panel and risk There could be Santa May might pop in as another name. Roddy might pop. I mean, you don't know who you're gonna get. You guys let me know what you want me to do, because whatever, thanks, Pointer Lover, whatever you guys want, but don't accuse me of like I was. Do you understand how I was being accused of both by him? He was accusing me of first letting Xana May and having better mods because Xana May was up, and then only letting my mods and people I pay and certain people up on panel. Which how can you know what I'm saying? He's accusing me if I even did one, then the other would be, you know what I just yeah, he was accusing me of both sides, so I couldn't win that. Like, what do you mean? So I don't know. Yeah, it was crazy. It seems to be working now. I don't know. It did go out of whack that day. It knocked me off. It ended chat. It moved everything around. Thanks, She Marie. And it wasn't Bella. It was I think it was Michael. I don't know, but Bella wouldn't do that. We're friends. She's not involved in this. She's my co-host. She helps with the comments. So you guys, there's no conspiracy there. Trust me. Just trust my judgment on that. I would not give somebody access. No, I'm very picky on who I even pick as mods, let alone give access to my StreamYard. So okay, so let's see. Oh, thanks, sweet tea and Big E. Oh, I love that sweet tea and Big E. Hey, Mez. I know it was. Thank you. Ugh, Ricky Nelson, you got this app. So do you guys see, is Brittany? Man, I would love to get her up here because I do want to kind of talk about what she found, but I don't want to do it without her if she wants to come up and talk. Thanks, Shelly. Well, what if I do this? What if I open the panel and we chat a little bit? Let's try to get some new people up here that haven't been up here before. Not that I don't mind having the same people, but it seems like it's the same people keep coming up, which is fine. But then I feel like since it gets full, it doesn't give some people that's never been up here a chance. So maybe let's try to get a couple new, like a few new people up here. And like I said, and then once I put that link out, it's out of my hands. It's like a race. What it says is it lets 12 people up and then like 12 people backstage and then 10 people up on screen. But every time I count when it says it's full, it does not appear that it's letting 12. It appears that sometimes it lets less than 10 and it'll say it's full. So, I mean, I don't know. I have no control over that part, but it only lets 10 people up on screen basically. So, all right. So I'll share the link, but if Brittany does come, I might just have her and me up here so we could kind of like go through some stuff because it's very interesting stuff that she found. So yeah. So like I said, if she ends up coming, and then don't be mad if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put all you guys back down stage while we discuss some things, because sometimes it gets hard when there's so many voices when we're trying to go over stuff. So just as long as you guys are okay, if I open it up and you guys are okay if I bring you back down if she comes. Just because, like I said, she's been trying to reach out to me because she wanted to show me what she found. So I watched a couple of her videos and it does seem pretty interesting. Thank you, Heather. See, I don't pay people. I know that's what I don't understand how people even can believe that. You see that the link's right there. So anybody can join. I'm going to slow it. Thank you, Autumn. That's what I was just going over to do. All right, I'll put the link in and then I'll slow the chat. All right, hold on 1 second. Wait, invite. Okay. Maybe I should try a different platform that allows. No, because we wouldn't even want more than 10 at a time. I think that would get too hard, wouldn't it? To have like more than 10 up on panel. I still think we should just keep it at 6 and then keep the people backstage and rotate them out, because when people are trying to watch, it makes it hard when there's 10 people trying to talk. And sometimes we get a good combo of people where it's a lot, we know, like we do good back and forth. And then sometimes it's just crazy where people are interrupting each other. And then sometimes it's really smooth. So it's like a art. You have to learn how to, like, let them talk and they talk back. And you know what I'm saying? And some people, I don't know if they just can't hear, they're on a delay, or it just doesn't make like good chemistry on sometimes when we have a group, and then sometimes it works really good. So it's just what it is, I guess. So hopefully today it'll be good. Because sometimes I'm just like, wait, it's too much. When everybody's trying to talk over each other. Okay, so let me add the StreamYard link. And I know it takes practice, and especially if you don't show your face, it's hard to be able to tell when somebody's talking or about to talk when you just see the icon. So, okay. All right, here's the link. Paste. All right, let me pin it. Okay, so the link is pinned in the chat. Okay, and then whoever wants to take it, that's the way it works. Okay, so now let me. Okay. What was I going to do? Let me see if she responded to me. I gave her my email. Hold on 1 second. Man, I would love if she. It sounded like she was going to make it, but I don't know when. So I really want to talk about that, but I just feel like I should wait. Okay. I slowed chat. Hopefully that'll be all right. Okay, so who was first? We had Tanya. All right. Hey, Tanya.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I
Hey,
can
how
hear
are
you.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm all sweated. I'm in UK. It's hot. I've been
It's
washing dishes, washing up, something I really hate doing.
Do you have air?
I have, pardon?
Air condition? Do you have AC?
No, we don't. I'm in
Oh,
UK.
All right, I'm going to add a couple people, but just stay muted until you guys talk. I'm going to talk to Tanya first. I'll try to go in order. So everybody else just stay muted. So we're going to limit it to 6 and then I'll rotate out. Okay. Okay, so Tanya, what's your thoughts?
Oh, I had many thoughts like we all did and do. We're all trying our best now. I've eliminated stuff based on facts, on probabilities, possibilities. So, and sadly, I am a survivor, I would say, from a gang rape that happened in an event similar to this. Yeah. So, putting it all together, my thoughts are this is a foul play. When I researched, especially when survivors of car accidents going underwater have spoken how they survived, and putting that together, her ending in the hatchback is probably almost impossible. So I eliminated that. She put herself in there, right? Nick's face coming out the water, that speaks volume. Red flag, sinister, yeah, but they can't talk, obviously. Now, I am concentrating on the fact that many people said, hello, can you hear me? Oh, you put your screen, okay, I'm still there. Many people have already confirmed that she was really, what's the word to use, intoxicated, yeah. Around midnight, she sends a text message to her mother saying, I'll be leaving the party in 45 minutes. So she's not saying I've left the party. Sam has been confirmed to have left around midnight as well. So between her phone being shut off, the last ping, between 12 and 12:33, she was seen stumbling her way to the car, right? You show that in the timeline, a girl Elsa helped her out of the hole or something like that, yeah. So me thinking here is this was well advertised party, yeah. There was all sorts of age there, and I think there was a predator who was there and picked her, selected her as his victim, stalked her, and at the times when she was the most vulnerable, I believe right at the end, she was really intoxicated that she couldn't even put the key in the ignition. That's what I believe. I've tried topping up my phone when I was really belligerently drunk. I could not do it. Okay. I've sent texts, but I don't drink now, but this was 20 years ago, yeah, in UK here. I have never been able to text since, okay? So that goes out the window.
Well, no, I mean, a lot of people text drunk though. That's
Yeah, I
not just
know,
because she
but
was drunk. People
it,
that comes second nature. I disagree.
right,
I think she could definitely have texted her mom drunk.
what I'm saying, Zab, is putting the key in the ignition, yeah, and
Oh, okay.
driving. I don't think she would have gotten as far as even the junction that we
Oh, no, I
talked
think
about.
there's foul play. Yeah, I'm thinking that too after the AWP video.
I think
I
she
definitely
was,
think there's some
she
foul
got in the
play.
car, either her phone died or turned off because she realized, oh, I'm in trouble. There's no way I can drive. She knew that much. She went to the back seat or whatever to
Mhm.
slip it off, either shut her phone off at 12:33 or it died. And I think that's where she met her fate, foul play. I think there was this stalker predator out there. I mean, most of us are genuine people. We don't think there's evil out there,
Oh no, we know there
but there
is. Yeah, we
is.
do. Well, that's true crime. We're aware there's a lot of evil out there.
Yeah, for instance, the guy who was a gang leader, yeah, he presented himself as a nice lad,
Thanks,
yeah.
John. Yeah.
There was nowhere on earth I could tell he's evil, okay? I
Yeah,
exchanged
yeah.
few words with him, few sentences, and he decided, right, she's
Well,
perfect
be
victim.
careful the words you use because I don't use the R word. But yeah, that's sad, man. That's crazy.
Sorry,
No, just YouTube's very weird about things,
I do
different
apologize.
words.
I'm not that familiar. I'm not experienced. I
Does
just
anybody else have anything to chime in what she's saying?
Hello,
Who's that? Who's saying hello? Wolstein?
it's Wilson home, yeah,
Hey,
Kenny.
Wolston.
Hi, I'm just going to go somewhere quiet and just bear with me a second.
Thank you, Tyler. Oh, thank you, Tyler. Man, I
Well,
wish you could come up. I know my chat, it fills up so quick. I don't know how to. I wish you could. Would you want to come up, Tyler, and chat? We could try to figure something out.
I can
Okay,
actually
what now,
switch
Wilson?
with Tyler real quickly, Zap. I just wanted to ask a question a
Yeah,
little
go
bit
ahead, Mike.
later. It's quick and simple.
Oh, you don't.
My
You want to
question
wait to
is,
ask?
yeah, I'll wait because you got this going right now.
Well, no, ask.
I'll
Go
say right
ahead.
here. Okay. I sent you an email maybe about 20 minutes ago. It was with the pre-party picture that most people have never seen at all. And I was lucky enough to screen grab it off a
Oh,
video on TikTok.
really? Hold
The
on.
basis on it was everyone come. It starts at 9 o'clock. And in these pictures that I found, it matches another party that happened there around July 24th. So I've been matching all these pre-parties and parties in the past, and I'm going through Sammy's interview saying that her and Kylie have been there before. So I'm looking like this is a regular thing that they go to, and somehow this party went wrong, and the picture that I have that I tried to show Doug, is the group of girls at the lake, and I think that gives a clue of something.
That's that one. If you're, I think this is you, but your name isn't your email, right? Because I think I showed that one where it's the boxing, right? You could see the guy with the glove. Is that the picture you sent me, Mike?
No, that's not it. No,
Oh, then I can't find yours.
no.
Wait, Brittany's
It's probably still in the
here.
queue.
Oh, wait, that's the
It's
other Brittany,
probably
but
in the
still,
queue. Like I
okay, the
said,
other
I
Brittany,
sent
we could
it
still
last
talk.
time. It should come in soon.
Huh. Okay, I'm not getting it. I know my
I've
email's
sent
been
to. I
full and I
sent to
keep removing emails so I could get new ones and I keep having to delete and try to, maybe it's full.
my
Is it
yeah. My
Mike?
first pictures that I sent you were the ones with the blue light, the guy with the beanie, and with the one that looked like Jagger to
Okay.
me. And then the other
Wait.
one was a bunch of girls. They had them edited out across that. I was lucky enough to get the unedited. So I sent you that, and I realized there was a moon reflection on top of the roof, which told me, okay, they had to be close near the water because you can't be near the trees. You wouldn't get that effect.
Wait, hold on. Thanks, MM Racing and Brittany and the Death Doula. Thank you for joining. And thank you, She Marie, for the super sticker. Okay, so yeah, I can't, is it, so you sent it not today, you mean, the one, Because I
Yeah.
wow.
If you do see it, it comes up as "We are done."
We are done. Okay.
We are done.
Thank you.
918. Yeah, 918 at gmail.com. You're not the only one that's getting this problem, unfortunately.
I know my email, it keeps filling up where I have to delete them because I'm getting so many. It's crazy. Which I love it though, because you guys send
If
me like a
it
lot of
it,
good
it
stuff.
might be in your other file, or it might be in your spam. It might have gone to the spam.
Well, I don't know. Maybe now my email is not even loading, so we might have to just talk about it maybe once I get it loaded.
If worse comes
So-
worse, I can send it to you DM on Facebook since I have you.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
I just won't
Let's-
be able to send you. I won't be able to send you
Okay.
the videos. That's the problem.
Oh, it's a video?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I thought you said it
since
was
we got everyone here, well, I have videos and I have pictures. But I'll
okay.
ask the panel
Well, let's.
this question, and then
So, what's your
I'll
question
have a
though?
question
Then
for the panel. Okay, my question for the panel: has anybody seen any pre-parties that kind of announce that this is anybody could go to it? 'Cause I'm
oh,
wondering if
I
I'm the only
haven't.
one. I'm
Oh,
wondering
I
if I'm the
haven't.
only one that has. Anybody else?
Oh, you have. No. So that's what it is. It shows the pre-party. I mean,
Yep,
that
it
shows
says
the
come here
thing
at
about.
9
Okay, well, yeah, go ahead and why don't
everybody.
you go? Sorry, go send it to me, and then maybe the next round we could bring it up and talk. Because
Well, that's what I'm saying is I sent it to you like about 10 minutes ago, so it should have came in. I don't know why it didn't come in.
it's my things and this must be so overloaded that it's just flashing now. My email.
Mhm.
When I try to go to the next page, it's going. It's not loading. So that's what I'm gonna have to wait to see when it catches up. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be able to do it right now.
I wish you had TikTok because it's on TikTok.
I do have
I
TikTok.
screen grabbed it from. Oh, you
I
do?
have
Okay,
TikTok.
I'll
Yeah.
send it to you. I'll send
Oh
you
wait,
on the
who just
DM on that
hopped
one,
off?
or tag you,
Oh,
or I'll
okay.
tag you. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, do that because I
was
want to
just
see what you're talking.
okay.
Yeah, well you
I was
okay,
just
yeah,
curious
definitely.
if anybody
Right.
else in here has seen it. I can't see the writing on the chat, but that's the question
Oh,
I'm asking: is
okay.
has anybody seen this pre-party, or am I the only one that was lucky enough to come across a TikTok that had a video and I screenshot it?
Okay. Okay, no, I don't know. I talked to you in the messenger last night. Yes, Brittany. Yeah, I know you're backstage. I'm just trying to we'll get to
I'm
you.
gonna jump
Sorry.
off now.
I'm sorry. I want to know, but I want to know.
No.
I want it. I'm gonna keep checking, Mike, because I didn't see it. Why is it not
Figure a way
pulling?
to get it to you. Like I said, in the picture. Once I go
Yeah.
back to the video, I can tag you in it too.
Yeah, do that and then maybe hop back on because I don't. My email is just really messed up now. Let me
If I
see.
can't get it today, I'll get it to you any other time. We got a long while until we know the real truth. Like
Yeah,
we got
that's
another
true.
6 weeks to be honest. Let's be honest. We got
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I think you're on a delay now, huh? Oh, maybe it was after. Okay.
No.
Well, yeah. Let me know and we'll chat about it once I get it. Hey, Jay
All right,
Higgins, how
I'm
are
gonna be
you?
jumping off today too.
I'm
Anyway,
doing good. How are
Okay.
you,
thank you.
ma'am?
Okay, thanks, Mike. Who just dropped off now?
Uh-oh.
I feel like a couple people are dropping off and I didn't even get to talk to them yet. I feel bad. Sorry.
It's
So how are you, Jay
Can you
Higgins?
jump off?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Can you jump?
Yeah, there. Is that what you said? It's a lot. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be fair to everybody. So Jay Higgins, what's your thoughts?
So I don't know if you've heard this or came across this yet, but from the tow truck driver, have you ever had to use AAA before?
Yeah, I have AAA. Yeah, I just had
Okay.
to use them recently. Yeah,
And did you have to present your license to the AAA driver?
not all the time. It depends. You're
Okay.
supposed to, but they
See,
didn't
that's
last time.
my whole thing was every time I've used it, I've had to present my license.
I think it depends who's working. You know,
Yeah.
if they're just like, but no, I
And there's-
didn't. He's not this last time. Sometimes I've had people where they made me, but I've had people. It's like 50-50. I feel like I have just as many people that don't that do.
Right.
So.
And that was just my curiosity thing. If, she did, or whoever had her car that Saturday with a tow truck driver, you're supposed to, you know, present your driver's license, and you have to be either on the account or be the account holder in order to get service.
So I mean, she would have had her driver's license though, if you think about it, right?
Yeah, if it is Kiely.
No, even if it's not. Let's say it's whoever did it, and then she's in the back, and Kylie's already gone
Has
in
a
the back.
purse there, so she's
They would
still
have her
there.
purse. Yeah,
And
they
they're
would have her own.
presenting her driver's license, just like,
Yes.
oh, hey, look, here it is. They're supposed to take a picture of it, and then that's with the service ticket. But like you said, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Well, they do the he checked my the card, like the AAA card last time, but he didn't check my ID. I had to he just showed him real quick. I don't even think did he even take a picture of it this time? I'm not sure, but he did, but not my license. But you're right, they're supposed to though. So maybe this guy did. And so you're saying they always take a picture of your ID?
Every time I've had to use AAA, they'll either take a picture of my ID to put it with a service ticket, or he just looks at my ID to match it with my AAA record.
Oh, I mean, they had her purse, and I mean, it's there. You know what I'm saying? Law enforcement's going to know if this guy's legit, and if it's really, they already know. I'm sure they already know.
Yeah.
So we'll know eventually. I'm kind of nervous to what's going to come out when they.
Yeah, whenever we finally get to see if there really was the video from the tow truck.
Yeah, like, oh, man, I hope it's not Kate. I really am like, gosh, why am I thinking it really might be Jagger? I don't know.
You got the black San Francisco hat.
Yeah.
No. But
thanks, Team Up Church. Would I be crazy if I said my theory? They already had Kiely in the back covered up and held down with her seatbelt. I made the comment the other day in your stream, held down with seatbelts. No, you're not crazy at all. A lot of us are thinking that that she was already in the back, deceased, and that it was 2 other people that called because of what Jared said. So no, you're not crazy at all. Thank you for the super chat, but not at all, Team Up Church.
I do have one other question for you because I've seen this a lot. There's the guy that was arrested 5 days after her disappearance for the murder of a 15-year-old for a fentanyl overdose and dealing. I've read a lot where that was Sammy's ex-boyfriend or Sammy's boyfriend.
Whoa, that one? I thought the other Nate was her ex. I don't know. I know there was an ex, Sammy.
There's a guy named Nate Caba something. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's currently
Caba Coogan. Yeah, Caba Coogan.
Who's sitting in jail under a murder charge for selling fentanyl to a 15-year-old, and people have said that was Sammy's boyfriend at the time, or ex-boyfriend, or whatever.
Yeah, because we were contemplating that theory that maybe it was him. She OD'd on something he gave her and wanted to cover it up. Because it was a 15-year-old. It was I think the end of July she died, or sometime in July. And now he's in jail for it. But he wouldn't have been in jail at the time of whatever happened to Kiely. He was still out.
Yeah, because he was arrested 5 days later. And if he really was Sammy's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, maybe something happened that those two were involved, because he kind of loosely fits the description if he has a black San Francisco Giants hat on.
Yeah, and somebody said a lot of people have that hat.
Yeah, it's very popular.
Yeah, so let me see if I could find that the one screenshots where it said that about the boyfriend, about Nate being the ex, but we don't know what Nate. Everybody said that's that Nate Hembrick guy that they're talking about. Here, like here I found it. Hold on. So I don't know if it's that Nate, but it is a guy named Nate. Unless if there's 2 Nates that they both dated, or that Sammy dated, I guess is possible, right? Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about here. So right here, this is between Kate and somebody, and they say, was Kiely seeing a guy called Nate? Do you know? It's important. Yes, she was. They kind of dated for a little bit, but broke up. And then there was this, where is it? Ooh, where's the other one? Hold on. Right here. Now, I don't know if this is part of that conversation because it was separate. It was sent to me separate, but it says he is Sammy's ex. He may have some relation to Kiely as well. So I don't know if they're still talking about Nate or not, but I just thought, yeah, I mean, it could be.
Then you got the theory that Kiely and Sammy got into a big fight that night. Yes. What if that led to it? Sammy found out Kiely was seeing her ex, and then all that. It's just speculation.
No, I mean, it's definitely a possibility that I think something definitely happened that night. There was some kind of altercation or something that took place, and it's something that nobody wants to talk about. I feel like the kids, you know, in my opinion, I should say. I shouldn't say definite, just from what we've been looking at, it seems to be that way. But yeah. Um who else? Hey Brittany. Oh, he just dropped off. Hey Brittany, and hey the MMA hotbox. And
Hi.
big sweet tea,
Um,
biggie.
so did you figure out that I sent you pictures of the car, but it was mysteriously Brittany that sent you the pictures with the tree?
Yeah,
From
yeah. Sorry. I know everybody's like, you got to get hold of Brittany. And I thought they were talking about you, but no,
yeah.
what car though? I ended up reaching
So,
out to mysteriously
okay, so
Brittany.
I
I
like.
figured out who it was. And she said she'd love to come on, but then she asked what time. And I told her, so I don't know if she's going to be able to make it. But what you said you sent me pictures of what car?
It's a Kylie's car, but I will have to message you probably because I don't want to say. Um, I don't feel like it's appropriate to say on the live stream.
Oh, okay. Wait, like you sent me a picture of her car, like while it was underwater, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Oh, I think I know what picture you're talking about. That's why I never shared it because I didn't think it was. Yeah, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Mhm. Yeah, there
Got
was
it.
some context to it, but I'll let you know privately.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
So,
I mean, it's pretty interesting that I guess was it Nick or Jared went on a live stream and almost alluded to the fact that she might not have had any clothes on, which I mean, right there, if that really is true, then I mean, there's got to be foul play for sure, right?
Zavgirl, don't you think that if there was a woman at that spot where the coach had overseen her, she had no clothes on, right when they found her, don't you think they might have been trying to make this look like a sexual assault? Her friends and
Oh,
cover, throw her in the water and strip her butt naked, because if they identified those people in that video, then obviously they have to be her friends. They can't be randoms at that party. It has to be people well known to Kylie Circle, and
well,
that's the
that's
thing I'm at.
yeah.
that's
You
true.
know, it's
Yeah.
got to be someone in that intermediate circle where the cops can identify already this quick, which makes me realize that they probably stripped her butt naked to try to make it look like a sex crime when they find her. There's weird guys at the party. She's butt naked in the back. There's everything's falling into place. It's falling in their trap, but they don't know how to clean up a scene. I mean, I heard something about, I don't know about you guys, about the timeline being off with Sammy, like a 5 minute difference in the phone calls. Their
Yeah,
phone
that
being.
yes, the phone call
I,
didn't match.
I'm
Here's what
honestly
I
one
was
that
thinking though.
she was
Like, if
10 or 11 p.m. I think she was. I think they took her phone and texted her mom. I think that she was already gone. You know,
Oh, you do?
I really do. I think everything. I think they made the calls to their own phone to cover their ass. They called their phones off her phone. They text off her phone. I mean, it's. I think she was dead earlier than we think they were. Once her friend showed up and left real quick, Maggie, why go all the way to a party in the campground and leave in 10 minutes? Because something happened that scared you. She dipped off and they handled business. And that's. I mean, I can't speak for sure, but I've lived in the area. I lived in Kings Beach. I lived up and down, the Sierras from Sparks all the way there, and I don't know. I think there was a party, but I don't think they attended the party. I think they had their own little party. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. That's just my theories. I don't mean to
Interesting.
take it
Yeah.
forward, but I just throw it out there. Her being naked, that it kind of makes sense. If her friends were seen in a tow truck, they stripped her naked. I don't think they raped her.
Huh. Wonder if they'll be able to tell. Oh, can you guys, whoever's not talking, will you mute? I guess it's in the audience that it's there's some feedback. But yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Wait, what's your name? Hold on. It's
The
not
MMA
showing up.
hotbox.
MMA Hotbox. Yeah. I never thought about that. Wow. I guess
But
we'll have to find out if they're able to tell if she was or not.
here's the thing though, like what I was thinking, with Adventures with Purpose, right? They're very credible and they have a reputation that they have to, maintain. They do things professionally. If the male in the car that the tow truck driver saw has been identified, then Adventures with Purpose would know if this is relevant to Kylie's case or not. If it was irrelevant to Kiely, I don't think that they would go public with this witness's account. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think they know that this is relevant.
Yeah, no, I think that's what they think. Yeah, I mean, it was obvious, Jared. It was yeah, I think you're right. They do think it was. I mean, he even said that he's been confirmed. The tow truck guy's been confirmed. The guy, even whoever that guy was, and yeah, no, I think they definitely think it's relevant, and they think
As far as her having clothes on, I try to be really careful about saying that because we really don't know, and I don't know. It
no,
just
we
feels
don't know. They know that I'm sure Adventure with Purpose, but yeah, you're right. We don't know, so. I don't know how much they're gonna keep, like, sealed because I know the family wants to try to seal everything, it seems like, but so we might be waiting a while before we know anything. I'm
Well,
not
I
sure.
have
What
a
do you think?
question because you do cases all the time, and I know that we're not supposed to compare cases, but just in perspective of the autopsy, they would know if she had water in her lungs relatively quickly.
Yeah, they already
So
know. They
why
already
Yeah,
know.
if
they
she
already know.
does, why not shut it down so all of these rumors will stop flying? I think it's really suspicious that they're being so quiet right now.
Yeah, I mean, that should kinda tell you something that they didn't just come out and shut it down. Yeah, it could
Yeah,
mean
but
because
they a lot of law enforcement, if they know who did it, they're just letting them make their own beds. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these guys sit back and let them, if they really know who did this, they already know everything. They don't need our help. We can speculate all we want. They already know who did it. They're sitting down. These guys are just right in their beds. They're watching every movement. And I think these kids are I think it was the kids, and I think they know it. I mean, it's just speculation, like I said. But if they start letting things out, then they're giving whoever killed her more knowledge of what they know, what they don't know. If we're all online speculating, these kids think that no one really knows, and we're just all guessing. There's 100 different theories right now, and that's what the cops want, really. That's what I think. My uncle used to be a head detective, and he said the same thing. We'll let you guys throw theories out, but if we let our information out, these guys know, and they're gonna start covering their tracks even more. Let's let them dig their graves, that kind of thing. But it could be anything. The cops could not know. I mean, they could be just blinded like we think they are. They
but
lost the case
I think
before.
they know if there's water. I mean, the cause of death, I think they already know if there's water in the lungs and stuff. I'm sure they already know that. But I don't know if they would necessarily tell us right away. You would hope they would to shut everybody up. That's if there wasn't foul play, and they could just be like, nope, look, it was cause of death was drowning. But the fact that they haven't done that yet is making people suspicious that because maybe that wasn't the cause
Maybe
of
they got to
death.
Maybe they got to find out if she was dead prior to the tow truck company showing up, because then someone else could have been responsible for the murder, not the people on the scene. Which then, if they arrest the people on the scene for murder with not enough evidence, they're gonna have to let them back out anyways. You know what I'm saying? So they could be accessory after the fact, and they're looking to get more evidence on the murder that happened earlier that night. It's just speculation. Like I said, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just throwing out. There's a lot of things Ellie can be doing. A lot of things they can't be. They could be covering it up for all we know.
No, yeah, you're right. And they don't have to let us know any. I mean, they can make us wait. That's the thing, which kind of sucks, but they don't really owe us anything.
Hey, zavgirl.
Hey, sweet tea and
Hey,
Big
zavgirl. Hey, I wanted to piggyback off of what you just said about the law enforcement, possibly. Unfortunately, I've experienced
your audio. Hold on. Your audio.
Hang on.
You're gonna have to. Your audio is really bad.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can
you hear me now?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. No, I was saying that the LE law enforcement cover up kind of sort of thing. Unfortunately, I have experienced that the Big E part of my name is my late husband, who was killed in 2020 in a very small town. It was it's still, we're having to have other people look into it because the police, it was just his wallet was stolen, everything. Anyway, long story short, I was wondering if you have seen the videos of where the Placer County Sheriff is not only the sheriff, but he's also the coroner.
Yeah, I've seen it, but somebody came up here and said that that's not the coroner that's working on it or whatever. But no, I've seen him. Yeah,
but the other the other sheriff that actually took the place of the public service announcement lady that was doing the pressers, that that sheriff that did that announcement about the car being found is the coroner of Nevada, which is where Kiely's autopsy was done. Now, my question is, you had a
shoot, she cut out. Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of people trying to get in. Maybe I should rotate some people out because she's cut out. So,
Zeb, I can get down. I appreciate you letting me come up.
who's
So
that?
this is Brittany.
Oh, Brittany, thank you. Sorry. I don't know. I'm always wondering, like, what's the right thing to do? How long to let everybody? Because I want to be able to give everybody a chance to say something, you know?
Absolutely. You're incredibly kind, and I appreciate you having me, and you're doing an amazing job.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Always welcome over on my channel. It's not like yours, but you're definitely welcome.
Okay. Do you do live streams?
I do every day. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll stop by sometime.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kate
All
does.
right.
She came over the other night with you. She did panel with you. We work together a lot on cases. So
Okay. Wait, what was the name?
Kate does crime. She was on here with you the other night with Upchurch when your
Oh,
computer went down.
Kate. You cut out when you said,
Kate is
yeah, I
my
liked her.
panel
Okay, I like Kate. I
Yeah.
knew she looked so familiar to me when she came up. Well, how do I know you? But I must have seen her up on panel.
She's from Critical Case. She worked with her for a long time. You may have seen her there, and she's also been on my channel multiple times.
Okay, maybe that's probably what it is. Just I saw her like randomly, didn't realize. I've probably seen her on more than one channel or something, maybe, huh? Because she definitely looks really familiar. But
Okay,
all
well,
right,
thank
yeah, I'll
you
have to
so
stop
much.
by. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Hey, zavgirl, can you
Hey,
give us your theory on what you think happened? As in,
yeah.
like, from the party, do you think there was a party from, if there was, from when it finished? And let's just see what your theory is, because we all have theories, but it's interesting hearing. I like hearing everybody's, even Churchill's. Everybody has the right to their own opinion, and we all listen. Doesn't mean we all have to agree, and that's the end of the story. And I love hearing everybody's. And I appreciate everybody's feedback and yours. I haven't been on none of these YouTubes. I started coming on. I loved yours because you're open, and that's part of it, and I appreciate it. But yeah, I'd love to hear.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think there was a party, but I'm open too. My mind can always change. But as of stands right now, I do think there was a party. I do think there was something that happened at the party. That maybe that's when something happened to Kiely. And then I think that it possibly an OD, possibly a fight. I don't know. But then something happened, and that those two people that called the roadside guy are involved. And I think Kiely was in the back when they called, and that's why they were like switching spots, making sure the guy didn't see anything. And I think, yeah, I think that I don't know when they put the car in. That's what I'm trying to figure out. When did they get the car in then? Because there was people there from the 7th to, when was it, the 14th? I guess they were, the law enforcement was supposedly there. So maybe late at night. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. It would have to be maybe really late at night they got the car in. But yeah, I think something happened at the party that night. That's what I think. I don't know what though. I don't know if it was an OD or if it was a fight that went bad.
I'm with you on that same thing. I wonder if those fight theories did she fucking hit her hard, or she hit her head, or she already was she drugged up and then they started fighting where she couldn't like control her movements and just that place is filled with rocks.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe there was a physical fight. Maybe she did fall and hit her head, and then it was just kind of an accident, and they freaked out.
She might not even been dead. She could have been still alive, and they thought she was dead. You know what I'm saying? With a brain injury. I mean, and they get scared and start shitting bricks. I mean, we'll never know. They could have shoved drugs down her throat once she already hit her head, and they wanted to make it look like she overdosed. How you gonna? I mean, those kids know what happened that night, and that's period. That's the sad part. We live in an era, it's not the '80s no more where you help your friend. You'd rather hide your friend. It's crazy.
I agree.
It sucks.
I agree that they know what happened. Yeah, I just wish they
not all of them. Not all of them. 75%, I believe, know exactly what happened, and from there it was a cover up. Maybe from 10 or 11 o'clock at night, because I think Sammy never left the party without Kiely. I think she was already dead by then, and at that point,
that explains why I think you're froze, huh? Wait, you
really-
just froze for like a
Right.
minute. If you were talking, you. Thank you, Francie. You froze. Oh wait, you keep freezing. Can you guys hear him? I can't hear anything.
Nah, if I go out here, it's just
Thank you,
it's where I'm at.
Francie.
We're in California. It's an active heat wave. They're turning shit off out here, making everything go slow.
Oh, okay.
Like the internet and the electricity. It's 120 degrees out here today.
Holy wow. So thank you, Francie Fran, for joining and for the super chat. Okay, so who else do we got that hasn't talked? Let's see, who do we got? Oh, Packless Jones.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are
So,
you?
I'm all right. So everyone has a theory on this thing, and it's great, but to me, that just makes the accident theory more. I'm all right. So
Oh, wait.
everyone has a theory on this thing.
Can you mute? Danny, mute.
Look, Danny B. Look, Danny B. I entered a chat over here. This.
I had to mute her. Okay, I don't know what happened. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So everyone has a theory, but to me, an accident is more likely because we haven't heard anything. No one saw anything. They left or whatever, and people were all leaving the party. She was supposedly going to stay there, and she drove off, and no one saw anything, so no one can say anything. What are they going to say? That no one saw it. They set everything up to that. She was messed up. She was drinking. We left her there. She was going to stay there, or whatever the case was that Sammy said. And then she was maybe messed up and decided to try to get home, and then didn't make it, obviously. And I don't see why people have such a problem with that. It's not the glamorous, get everybody talking about it theory, but I mean that kind of makes the most sense. That's why there hasn't been so much information. Kids, like you said, they pulled out their phones. They would have videotaped this thing if a car would have went in the water and they saw it. You know what I mean? And
Well,
if
no, but I know, but now after the AWP thing came out, we think it went in after. That's what we're saying. Something might have happened at a party, altercation,
well,
and the
that
car went. They put it in sometime after. If the guy from AWP was legit, the road assistant guy.
There's
So that's what we're
understood.
saying.
the car. The car.
But if you
he
had that
cut
extra
out.
time, right? You had that extra time and you did it
Yeah.
after the fact, then you're gonna put her in the front seat, put the seatbelt on her. You're gonna make it a little bit more like it was an accident than just throw her in the back.
But you
and
don't know
push
what
it in the
kids
car.
are thinking. Everybody's different, and they were up all night partying. Maybe they tried to do something else. It didn't work. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We kind of don't know though.
I
And look
know,
at
but that's what I'm
Jagger.
saying. There
Look
has
at
to be an outside factor in all these theories. The only one that doesn't require an outside factor is her having an accident. She had an accident, drove off into the thing. It doesn't require anything else to have
There's 300
happened.
people.
Thanks, Isaac. I made a joke. Hold on one. I made a joke about Michael
One
being
person
with
drive.
AAA, and he probably called because the crew
That's
sent
not
a
a.
joke. AAA. What? Mike. Shoot. Hotbox. Or wait, what's her name? Thank you so much, Isaac. You are cutting out. Like we're just hearing. You might have to rotate. Or maybe come back and come back in. Okay. But look, he altered. Remember, he's listening because I was like, not just me. I'm sure other people caught it. His initial response was, Kiely didn't call for a tow truck or roadside assistant or whatever he said. I have to find the screenshot. But basically, he said she didn't call the tow truck guy or the roadside assistant guy. And I was like, red flags? What do you mean? Your response to be like, I wasn't with Kiely that day. Kiely was already gone that day. Kiely was supposedly in the water that day. Like now he's answering.
What
Now
about
look, he's
this?
coming out changing the way he answered because he probably heard us.
What
Like, how
about
is he
this
going to
for
answer
that?
that? What?
What about this? He went out there the next day, 4 hours after he heard. He drove straight there, maybe with that other blonde girl, and he had car problems. To me, the guy never said a silver. I was out there, and it was a silver CRV.
We think that's how he linked it, though. The car is what he recognized after. I'm thinking
We
that's
don't
what we're
know
kind of
because there was
thinking.
the car, there was her picture, there was two pictures of her and a car on that flyer. All I'm
Yeah.
saying is like, and even AWP when they had him on the interview for the tow truck guy or whatever, they were like, "Yeah, you went out there for a battery call," and they're like, "Yeah." Then they showed a picture of the car. He didn't say nothing about no silver CRV. And then they're like, and there was a blonde girl out there, or there was a girl out there, and then he's like, yes, there was a girl out there, and then they showed a picture of Kiely. It was like suggestive. That's all I'm saying with that.
Mhm.
So I mean, I don't believe the tow truck driver. I think he's full of crap. And
Really?
well, or that Jay guy knows that he was out there. He had car problems. The guy knew that he saw him, but it wasn't Kiely with him. It was the other girl, and they were looking for her the next day. The guy, it could have been even on Sunday if he was out there on Sunday, because the guy didn't remember Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So it could have been 2 days later. It could have actually been the Jay guy out there with another person looking for him. You know what I mean? Like, that makes sense. And the guy coming out here saying, "Oh yeah," and he has a video to back it up. Yeah, because he doesn't have to prove that it's Kiely on the video. He just has to prove that there was a guy and a girl there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he could say it's anybody. It doesn't make
course, yeah.
sense. And if you're gonna put someone in there, you're gonna make it look like an accident. You're gonna put her in the front seatbelt her in. You're gonna do something different, man. I'm telling you, when this all comes down, it's gonna be an accident. And whether
But
the
if it's an
kid,
accident, how did she get back there then? You understand, when the car flips, she wouldn't have floated back there because the bottom, she would have floated to the bottom, how would she get back in the back?
okay,
That's one of the evident pieces of
but the
evidence.
front end is going down when it starts to sink. The front
Yeah.
end is automatically going down,
Yeah.
whether it rolled or not, which I'm thinking it rolled, because everyone's like, "Oh, it's facing that way, so it has
It
to."
rolled, yeah,
It rolled as it
found
went
upside
in. So the
down.
last air packet is in the back. I mean, and it's
But how
dark.
is she gonna get to it when it's upside down?
She's half in the water. The water's rushing in the two open windows, and the car's going down. The last air is in the back of the car. No matter, and everyone's saying, well, the car totally flipped right away, and she wouldn't. Why would she swim underneath there? No, it was nose down. It wasn't all the way down, and that's the last air there. Maybe it was so shallow there too. Maybe it hit the nose when it first went in there after it flipped right away, and there was still air and the car wasn't really sinking all the way yet. It still started the momentum down,
Yeah,
during that
nice.
sequence. So she would have said, "Hey, air, let at least get some air to try to get out of here." And that, I mean, and then she got stuck in there. Maybe she went in there, grabbed some air, and
Yeah,
something happened. She got tangled, and next thing you know, she was half in, half out. As the car went down, she went the rest of the way in there. I mean, it
yeah.
makes
I
it
mean, you
makes
never
sense to
know. I'm
me.
not saying yeah because I agree, because I do
Oh, I
disagree.
understand.
But I'm just saying, yeah, you never know. I mean, we all have different theories. We'll see. It could be an accident. I just think now, with what the little details that came out with how AWP found her and what they think,
But they
it made me
suggested it.
think now that,
They
yeah,
never
but
said anything really. They suggested
I
it, and everyone's
know they
kinda just
can't.
like,
It's an open investigation. They did that for legal
I mean, they
reasons. They're
couldn't
not.
say, "Yeah, we found her in the back in the fetal position naked." I mean, they would say
No, they're
that,
not gonna
right?
say that. No, I don't know if she was naked, but no, I don't.
But
I
I'm
don't. I see
saying
them
that
keep.
they
Look what
wouldn't
else.
say that,
I don't know.
like, but if it
All
was,
right,
like, something crazy, they would. I mean, the guy freaked
yeah,
out like she was intact, like, looking at him? So, I mean,
yeah.
I
You
don't
never
know.
know. I'm gonna rotate. Yeah, you. I mean, you
Okay.
never know. For originally, I thought it was an accident, and now after the AWP, now I'm thinking that there's foul play. And then now it's been how long, and they still haven't just said, "Oh, cause of death was
Well, the
drowning." If that would just shut us all up, probably, but they haven't even said that yet.
well, the cops
All
are,
right.
I feel they're dotting their I's and crossing their T's, and she is a minor,
But
so
if it but
there's
if
a
it
lot of
was,
stuff going
I
on.
could see if it was like the foul play. They don't want to give us like, but if it's just, oh, they don't think there's foul play, she died by drowning, I think they probably would tell us that. Maybe. I don't know though.
They
You
have
just
to
don't know how.
dot their I's and cross their T's, and she's a minor. They have to watch what they say. That's why they didn't say her
But
name at the
cause of death
testimony.
drowning would be really cut and dry. Like, okay. But they might be. I mean, sometimes it takes a while to give the cause of death. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Especially this, they might have a second opinion on it?
Yeah,
Maybe
even if
someone's
the
gonna
cause of death
say,
it is
"Hey,"
drowning, it might not necessarily. There still could be foul play. I mean, I'm still
of
thinking of other
course.
scenarios. Anyway, yeah.
Exactly, like I said, there is
So
so many scenarios like that, but there is the most possible one that doesn't need an outside interference on anything. It's just an accident, and everyone thinks you're crazy. For me, it's 50% accident, 50% the million theories that you got.
okay,
You
all
know,
right. So
I mean,
yeah.
I'm,
All right, let's let somebody else talk now for a little bit. Hey, Wolstein, can I rotate you down, or what else did you have to say? Because I'm trying to rotate people up. Did you get to say what you had to say?
No,
Wolfie?
no, I just basically want to share something with you. I've got a photograph on my iPad. I just want to see what your viewers think about, if they think that this is the tow truck guy. I can hold this photograph up in a second, but I just want to say before I do that this photograph I'm going to show you, it was actually updated 7 months ago, so it's not going to look the same as what he did on AWP.
Hi, Sleuthy. Hi, Rad Poker.
The photograph
Sorry, I just had to say
that
hi.
I've got, he's sort of cleanly shaven, you know. But I'll see what your I don't know if I can.
Okay.
I'll see if I can sort of see. If not, you can send me your email.
Okay.
And
Oh, I could see it. So what? Okay, I could see it. So what? But what is okay? What's the
I'm just wondering
What are we?
to see if you think this is the tow truck guy on AWP.
Yeah, you'd have to send it to me so I could put them side by side and maybe do like a comparison.
Yeah.
But it could be, from what I remember. I don't know. I'd have to, but why though? Is it saying so? Is there something you're finding out about that guy that's relevant to anything or no? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just that I've got the, like, when I seen the guy's name, you know, I thought, well, nobody's bothered to sort of look him up to see who he is, and I spent all last night, you know, trying to.
I tried to do a reverse image search, but I never even finished it because I got sidetracked.
Do you want me to hold that up again?
No, we could see it. I'm looking at him right now on my phone. It could be. If you could send it to me, maybe I could do side by side and really do like a comparison. Yeah.
What's your email?
Zavgirl at protonmail.com.
Zavgirl. Proton.
Yeah.
Proton.com. Yeah.
Protonmail.com.
Protonmail.com.
Mom said she
I'll
was
send you
gonna
that. I'll send you that over, and just see what you think. Like I say, but it might be something to nothing. But I mean, I've sort of compared his photograph to the guy last night. His nose is the same. His eyebrows is the same. His eye shape. I'm just wondering if it's the same guy. Obviously, on AWP, he'll have probably had makeup and been spruced up a little bit, you know. But I just wanted to. I was actually going to post it to Ryan, but like I say, I haven't got Ryan's email because I think Ryan does.
I know
like,
all you guys like emailing me trying to get you in touch with Ryan. I don't have any closer contact than any of you guys do. I don't have his information, so I get so many emails like, can you get me in touch with Ryan? I don't have a personal contact.
Just like Ryan seems to do like quite a lot of digging, doesn't he? Quite a lot.
Thanks, Mike. All right. Well, thank you. Email me and let's rotate some people out. But thank you. Yeah, email me that. Okay.
Well, let me know what you think, Zav.
I will definitely. It looks like it could be from what you showed me. I was looking at him on my phone, but yeah, email me. I'll give you my thoughts.
Okay, I'll get off and let someone else get on.
Thank you, Wilston.
Cheers,
okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Zavgirl.
Hey,
this is Rad Poker.
Hi, Rad Poker.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, just a couple points of clarification. In California, most of the sheriff's departments, the sheriff and the sheriff deputies are the coroners. The role of the coroner is to investigate suspicious or deaths that do not occur under a doctor's care. The medical examiner is the one that does the actual autopsy, and they work with the coroner to determine the cause of death.
That's what that guy was. That's what I think a Sniper was trying to say. You're right. Thank you. Yeah, because he said it's the medical examiner. You're right.
Yeah. Which all autopsies have to be performed by a licensed physician in the state of California. So
okay. So do you know who the medical examiner is that's doing it then?
No, in that county, because sometimes they will farm it out to other forensic pathologists. So I'm not sure who's doing it. And that'll be in the report if it's released. Also, if there's no crime that's going to move forward, this autopsy report will probably never be made public because she is a minor. And if the family wants to withhold it, once it goes to court, then it becomes public record. Okay.
But what if one parent wants to and the other doesn't? They're divorced.
That becomes a legal battle for the courts to determine. So,
okay.
more than likely they'll side with the parent that does not want it released if it's a minor, because there's no public interest in releasing those results of minors. So they'll probably err with the parent that doesn't want it. As far as post and ante-mortem drowning, if the body's been in the water for greater than 24 hours, very, very difficult. If you look at forensic pathology reports and things like that, it's very hard to determine if the death occurred because of asphyxiation in the drowning, whether it was post or ante-mortem. So that's going to be really tough because we're going on the suspicion right now that she may have been in there for up to 2 weeks. So I doubt that they're going to be determined if it was a ante or post-mortem drowning.
Okay. Huh.
So,
All right. Thank you for sharing.
that's just what I
Yeah.
wanted to enjoy.
Wait, let's Lucy. Let's go. Just hey, Teresa. Hold on. Let me just say
Hi.
hi to Sleuthy because she's been waiting for a minute. Hey, Sleuthy. I'm just trying to go in order so I
Hey,
don't
I
forget
just
anybody.
wanted to, yeah, I didn't want you all to get too far away from this tow truck driver thing. So I saw where someone had, she has her CRV and she went out to experiment to see about starting the car while it was in neutral and absolutely could start the car while it was in neutral. So my question would then be, if that was the case for Kiely's car, is why would Nick come?
Shoot, you're cutting out. Why would Nick what?
Why would he lie, right? So
Oh.
if it does start, why would he lie? Because he gave the reason that the reason it wouldn't start was because it was in neutral.
I don't know. I mean,
so right. So that's weird. Number one, and number two, I want to make sure I'm not breaking up. I'm driving on this awful road. We went like the wrong way home, and now I'm stuck with like a bunch of tractor trailers. But if that was the reason why it does in fact start while it's in neutral, then that was just a flat. Oh, what about now?
Okay. You sometimes you're good and then sometimes it breaks up. But I've listened to that quite a few times. Why was I under the impression where it almost sounds like he's saying in a way that maybe that they just thought that? Are you sure that you think he's saying for sure that it wouldn't start in neutral, or that's why they called because it was in neutral and they weren't able to get it started? I know
they thought it was
not
a dead
making
battery.
too much sense, but
no, it does. They thought it was a dead battery when he went out there, and what he says is, and I just did the transcript of that video. He says, we couldn't, the battery was fine. I tested it; it was fine. Then we come to find out that the reason it wouldn't start was because the car was in neutral.
Okay, shoot, you're right. Now that I'm thinking about it, he does say that they thought it was a dead battery. And that he's oh man. Well,
And also the piggyback off that is when it's in neutral and the car is off, you can't pull the key out of the ignition. It's locked in the ignition until you turn it back on, and the car will start in neutral. Almost any automatic does that. Just like I was saying, it's so easy for it to go from drive to neutral, but it won't go up in the reverse by barely tapping it. We'll be driving down the road, and I'll do that to my girlfriend all the time. I'll pop it in neutral, and she'll be, rev up because it's not in gear anymore. And you could pop it right back down in the drive. It takes a little bit more to pop it down in the drive. But back to that, the key won't come out if the car is off and it's out. If it's not in park. In most
do you think
cars,
he could have thought that maybe that was the case? Maybe he just doesn't know that, and he just thought, oh, that's probably why it didn't start, and then that's just what he was
he's full of
thinking,
crap.
and then he
That
just
guy is full of crap.
So what does that mean then? You're saying, okay, if he's full of crap, are you saying that then that had nothing to do with that has nothing to do with Kiely?
He wanted 15 minutes of fame. He saw a dude and a girl out there and said some crap, and then AWP said, "We'll have you on our video." And then he's a longtime fan and supporter.
But
I mean,
he
come on.
said, but it was said that he had already talked to law enforcement. So it's not like he
Yeah.
just talked to AWP. He had previously already turned in that stuff to law enforcement, and then
Yeah,
he
he
talked
said
to
that.
AWP.
He said that.
I'm sure law enforcement, I'm sure he did. I don't think that's a
Well,
lie
that's what
that
I'm
he
saying.
did.
He could say it was anybody. He doesn't have to prove it was Kiely. He just suggested it was Kiely.
Yeah, but it's going to be known once they got the video, so we'll find out,
I
you
know,
know?
but it's not going to be Kylie, is what I'm saying. And he's just
Maybe it's not,
suggesting
but
that, and it
is it
was
going to be
great for
is it going to be
AW.
somebody that knows Kylie? Is it going to be one of her friends? You see what I'm saying? That's what we're all waiting. I think Kylie was already gone by then. I think she was in the back. If that guy's legit, I think maybe it was two of the people from the party. I don't know who, but whoever's involved in what happened, maybe.
Well, like I said before, it wasn't sure if it was Saturday or Sunday, and it could have been her friends out there looking for her because they were out there looking for her, from what I understood.
Well, he did say then Saturday after, because he said his girlfriend said it was her dad's birthday. So,
But he wasn't
but
100%.
Sleuthie
He was so
okay, hold
vague
on,
the whole time.
Sleuthie, did you finish? What else? Go ahead.
Oh, the
I
other
just wanted to
thing
hear
was
the
about
rest of your thoughts. Go
the
ahead.
other thing was about being in like the cargo area and the whole floating situation. So my thoughts on that is that you had
You're
a
cutting
window
out.
that
Okay.
was entirely down. You had one on the opposite side of the car in the back that was also down, which seems strategic, to be quite honest with you. And it would have sunk like immediately. So what struck me was the fact that she was found in the
I'm trying,
she would
Michelle, to
not have
rotate. It's
immediately
hard.
started to she wouldn't have
And you're cutting
immediately
out,
started to float,
Sleuthie.
right?
Shoot. Okay. No. Yeah, no, that's why I think that it has to be foul play, because the car would have been flipped and the bottom would have been, it would have been hard for her to get down and get to the back, you know?
I mean,
To
she wouldn't
float.
have floated. She would have had to swim. So why would she swim like on the bottom? She wouldn't have climbed through or over those seats. She would have swum under them.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make any sense when she had an open window. All she would have had to do, she's 5'7". She could have reached her leg out, kicked her leg out, and she would have known that she wasn't hitting the window.
Yeah, that's true. So why would she have swam all the way back there? Because I think she was already gone, and she was, yeah.
Plus, the windows were open. If she had gone in, the windows were open. She could have just swam. The two windows that were down, she could have swam right out.
Teresa, do you have earphones on, or what are you using? Because it's really choppy. Are you using earphones, or are you using
just my phone? I just have one quick thing real quick. It's kind of stupid, but another possibility of the two with the tow truck driver, what if they were asking those questions about the seat to try to, because they wanted to make it look like Kiely was seat belted in the front, make sure it went in looking like she drove in, even though obviously they're not smart enough to realize the autopsy would tell differently. But I just wondered if that's maybe also why they were asking, if it wasn't Kiely, if they were asking how to put the seatbelt on right and neutral and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we actually discussed that for a while, a couple days ago.
Okay.
Somebody brought it up, like, I would say like a few days ago. And Juju, I think was it Juju? I don't know, but yeah, that maybe they were trying to get, because they said how to hook it onto your belt, I guess, and hook the seatbelt to try to figure out how to strap her down. Yeah. But then why didn't they know? Why was she in the back? That part doesn't make sense. If that's what they were doing,
That's why I think it's in my heart, I believe 100% foul play. But
all right,
that's all I want to say. A wrap down.
No, yeah, thank you, Teresa. Thank you for coming up. And
well,
we're gonna rotate.
Hey Zeb,
Can
you
we
can
remember?
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Who's saying that?
Rat Poker. Thank you.
Rat Poker. Okay, thank you, Rat Poker. Thank you. Come back up if you want. In a little bit. I just know there's people trying to join. And Packless Jones,
So,
I'm gonna probably rotate you down too, just to add some people, if that's okay. Because everybody in chat's like, keep it rotating, and it is. I don't know. I hate doing it. I know.
Go ahead.
I'm a big baby because I feel bad, but
Hold on.
okay. All right. Go ahead.
So remember what foul play is, right? It doesn't mean, foul play does not mean, a planned and organized malicious homicide. It means that there's a choice that's made, right, that is illegal, or you're doing something illegal and someone dies. And, you know, foul play in this instance could be something as simple as, you know, they saw her car go into the water and they thought it was a joke and she drowned and they all started to panic. I mean, that would be foul play. Being aware that she overdosed and, you know, instead of getting her some help, pushing her vehicle into the lake to make it look like she was messed up and drove into the lake, that would be foul play. So, I think anything other than her just driving off into the lake is going to be foul play. And I truly believe it. I'm not even entirely sure that she wasn't tied in some capacity to that cargo area, in order to remain there. When I put everything together, the windows and where it went in and all that stuff, you know, I'm not convinced she wasn't, you know, confined there on purpose.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a mystery. Yeah, it's just so weird how everything is going. Wait, she was in maybe.
Did you see the new map and the timeline?
What new map? The timeline, I think that's the one we went over. You're talking about that real in-depth timeline?
Yeah. So
yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So and of course, things were blocked out. I blocked things out on purpose, but like, the map, if you've looked at it, it has changed, right? So there's a clearer picture here that the boy is blocking off the main road in and out of the party, and the parking is further into the woods as opposed to out towards the water. And isn't it possible that the vehicle blocking the road, the fight that ended up not being a fight, all those people gathering in one spot to record and scream and everything else, could that not have been a type of distraction to get people's eyes and attention away from the water and be as loud as can be, so that that's all that is heard is the fight?
So, wait, why? What you're saying? Wait, say that again. That's all that's heard is the fight. Why would they want that to be all that's heard?
So at 12:40 is when, you know, right after her phone stops pinging, 12:40 is when this fight, these two boys start acting like they're going to fight, and they end up not fighting. One walks away, the other one gets in his vehicle and blocks the main road out of the party with his car and plays really loud music. Okay, that come from
okay.
someone that was there. And so they told me that, and then helped me make that new map, because I wasn't really understanding what they were saying, because it looked like a big circle to me when I was watching other people drive it. And they explained, you know, that yellow road, once it was blocked off, the only other option to leave would have been go through the really super bumpy, woodsy road that was behind the parking area. But that's in the opposite direction of the water. So let's just say something happens at 12:33, and in order to draw attention away from what is happening, two boys that know each other start screaming at each other and draw a lot of attention to the two of them and this fight that they're about to get into, a real fight. That's what we saw in that news clip with those, you know, everybody was screaming, and the boy with the longer hair and all the cameras around. So that was what happened at 12:40. And the timing is curious, because between that and the vehicles being blocked off so that nobody else could leave or come in, and the music being played really loud when it hadn't been, you know, they were winding down. The party was basically supposed to be over. They took the lights down. Everything was supposed to be done at that point. And so all of a sudden there's this big commotion, and it happens to be right around the time, unless of course something happened when she got there, which would mean that all of these people have lied and should all be arrested. But right at that time frame, couldn't it have been a distraction from the water?
Yeah, it could have been, huh? But then that would mean that okay, the car went in then, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at different possibilities, if that's the particular one we're looking at, then that would imply her car goes in the water that evening about 12:30, 12:40. I've not included the tow truck driver stuff on the timeline, just simply because I've not heard the entire interview and I've not gotten to speak with him myself, and I don't know, that everything that could come from that is, like somebody else just said, is that it ended up not being her or her vehicle. So to add that to a timeline that's already pretty complex isn't something that I wanted to do. But am I closed off to the thought that maybe she was seen the day after and nothing had happened yet? Sure. Am I considering the possibility that someone stashed that car, especially after looking into several of the people on social media who were heavily involved in this, including, driving certain people to the party and helping put it together, and their connections with people in that area and who lives close by on that dam road. Is it possible that it was stored someplace and put back in the water later? Absolutely. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but those are all incredible possibilities.
No, it is. It's just, I don't even know. Yeah, maybe. I didn't even think about that. So wait, are you the one that did the timeline? Is that what you're saying? Did you make the timeline?
Oh yeah, I thought you saw it on my Twitter.
No, it was on a Facebook group.
Oh, I wasn't even in here. I literally came in like,
I think Bella said she thought that it was you, or was it on your wait, hold on.
Well,
it wasn't under that name, no. It was under like a different name.
Nicole. So Nicole is my real name.
Maybe
I did post it to the Facebook group, but I mean, I wanted it to be shared. It's just, there are things that are blocked out, and the map. I really thought that people looking, for as crazy as we all were over these maps for such a long time, I thought that people were going to be like, wait a minute, what is with this map?
What map? I didn't see the map though. Where's the map? I just saw the timeline. I didn't see a map.
Go to my Twitter. Just because that's the quickest way, because I'm driving, but I have it pinned to the top of my profile.
Okay, Twitter. But
how do the map's gone?
No, this is just a screenshot from wherever I got it. But okay, so you said Twitter.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get it. Hold on. Like, will I be able to find you on Twitter? Wait, do I have to know your name? Hold on a second. Twitter, because I know.
Just type in Sleepy Juicy.
Okay, that's what I saw. Oh, mute. Terry C. Yeah. Oh shoot. Okay, Sleepy Juicy. Okay, hold on one second. Let me get it. Let's see.
I can't believe you haven't seen this map. I'm interested to see your reaction once you see it, because it changes a little bit.
So you said it's where pinned? Oh, right here. Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen. Okay. So right here, this map?
Yep.
How do I make it bigger? I'll have to screenshot it, huh?
Oh, that I don't know. I'm really not sure.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see if I could. Hold on. I wonder if it works if I go like this. Let me see what it does if I try to just save it, or am I going to have to? Hold on. Yeah, it worked. Okay. Okay, so now let me share. Hopefully I'll be able to zoom in now. All right. Okay, so party, main entrance, okay. All right.
So the orange is where everyone was parked, including her. The open orange circle. The light blue circle is where the party was.
Okay.
That yellow line is the main dirt road in and out of the party place.
Okay.
The right where like the purple makes a Y at the party place is where that boy at 12:40, well, we'll say 12:45 or 12:50 is where he blocked off the main road to be able to get out to that Y.
Okay.
Which is how we all suspect she, made an accidental right turn. It wasn't anywhere in that time frame if he was blocking off the road.
Okay. Wait, it was in that time. I mean, it was in the time frame of when she was trying to leave, you're saying, right?
So
or when something happened, when there was an altercation, you're saying, because they were trying to like cover the sound of her.
Could have been. So think about, at 12:30, Elsa and the friends see Kiely, and she falls, she trips into this hole beside them where they're standing. The friend, he asked her if she needed a ride home because he had room in his car. And she said no, that she had a ride, and walked off towards that orange parking area. And that was the last that anybody saw her, anybody so far that I've spoken to that was there. Last time they saw her. 20 minutes later, people were walking along that yellow road to go to their vehicles, and they never saw any headlights come from that direction. Nobody pulled out. As far as when they left, that yellow road was still being blocked by this particular boy that almost got into a fight. So in theory, she walks off. Let's say, so the blue is, so she basically said, like, you're not driving the vehicle through there. You'll fall, like, it's very steep. There's lots of trees to squeeze through, and it's very dense. So literally her only way out at that point would have been out through, I don't even know what color it is, the line on the left side of the orange parking area. She would have to take the bumpy road, and it would have driven her in the opposite direction of the water out to the interstate. So I'm really not seeing how she would have driven her car into the water unless it was hours and hours later when everybody was gone.
Oh yeah.
And that road wasn't blocked anymore.
Yeah. Well, no, because I don't think, I mean, for some reason, I'm not thinking that did it happen that night. Now after the, I guess it depends on what you think happened. But yeah, I mean, that's interesting. They could have, because I do think something happened that night at the party. And I think maybe that's when something happened to Kiely. But if there's any truth to what roadside guy, then they didn't put her in the water till later. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a really good map and timeline. Thanks for doing that. We used it a lot during my last live, and I'm sure it'll come up again today because it's very helpful. Are you still with us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're still with us. Okay.
I'm curious who she said, no, she said she had a ride. But again, she could have meant she was driving herself. But something that I noticed.
Oh my God! Look what my computer's doing. Can you look? Look, it's hackers. I don't know. Watch. This has happened before to me, and watch.
It is not hackers.
Any bar that I do, watch. I bet you. Look. What do you mean it's not hackers? What is it? My hands. I'm not doing it. Hold on, let me type in another thing.
Probably got some like jelly or something in that key.
I'm not doing it. Look. No,
you need to get the dusters.
No, it's not that. Trust me, Sleuthy, this has happened before. It's not. There's nothing pushing my keyboard down. I swear it's happened before. I think it's hacked. The one time it happened, it kept saying Trump is president. Something, it said these weird things. It was weird, but I don't know. So just so you guys can see what I'm dealing with right now, watch. I'll try to exit out of it. Nothing's on my keyboard. Anyway, and it goes along with what happened to me. And look, COVID, what's this? That's not what I had up. That picture? What the heck, dude? I have no idea. But yeah, it has happened to me before. Anyway, yeah, that's interesting though. I'm going to try to bring up your thing over here now that I can't. I'm not going to be able to use this computer. And for the person that says I'm ditzy, do you realize sometimes the reason why I don't see things is because I'm doing a million things at once. So I'm not always hearing everything somebody says on panel. I'm in chat, or I'm trying to find something else to put on, or I'm checking my email, or I'm trying to zoom into something. So like, yeah, I miss a lot. But when I'm by myself, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't like. I think we all have those moments, but in this case, it's because I'm trying to do a million things at once. Anyway. So I don't know what to do. All right. So, gosh. Look, it just keeps doing it.
There's.
All right. Well, let's just try to. So, who else is on panel now? I'm down to one computer now. Hi. Who's this?
My name is Lane. I just wanted to thank you for all the time you've been spending on this. I actually grew up in Truckee, and I grew up going to these same parties, if not similar parties.
Oh, wow.
So they've actually been going on for decades. I mean, I know people who are well into their 50s who've also been going to these parties when they were in high school. So I was very, very suspicious at the beginning when they kept trying to push the narrative of it got so big and there were all these out of town people. I know that someone mentioned that the out of town people could have had second homes, which is true, but also remember those second homes are very, very expensive. So their families could have them, but to the amount of people they were saying showed up, I don't believe that that amount of people would have them. It seemed to me, growing up going to those parties when they were talking about all these people that showed up from out of town, something just set off a red flag that they were looking for someone else to blame.
Who was? Sorry, I'm busy. Hey, I'm not ditzy, guys. I'm trying to fix my computer, so I miss what you said. Sometimes I miss what you said. Sorry.
I think anyone who knew what happened to her. I mean, I think that they were looking for like, oh no, it couldn't have been us because there are all these out of town people that we didn't know.
Exactly.
It just seemed like they were looking for a scapegoat. And honestly, I mean, if let's say that they were doing drugs in her car and it was just a small group of people and she OD'd in the car and that small group of people knew, they're not going to alert the whole party that she OD'd. So no one else would really be able to say anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So
just my 2 cents from living up there. Truckee is such a small town. There's no movie theater. There's no bowling alley. So when you're 16 years old, like that's what you do. You go to the woods in the weekends and have parties.
So wait, you're saying that? I'm sorry. I don't
it's
even want to
okay.
have to make you repeat it, but I didn't listen again, and I apologize. Oh shoot! And I don't want to pretend that I know what you're talking about because I really was sidetracked. Can you just say it one more time? I'm listening.
Yeah, no, I was just, I was suspicious from the beginning because they kept pushing the narrative of there were so many out of town people and so many older people. It felt to me like they were trying to find somebody to blame in case it was found out that something nefarious had happened.
Okay.
Because, look, there's not a whole lot to do in Truckee. Nobody's going to drive from Sacramento, which is like an hour and a half away, to go to a party in the woods. Reno's got tons of things to do at night, so I don't understand why they would drive there either. It just seemed a little suspicious.
Okay, so what is your conclusion on it?
I think that, I think the party happened. I don't think it was nearly as big as they're saying it was.
Okay.
I don't think that there were a ton of out of town people. I don't think that 16-year-old kids are going to get freaked out by bond rips being pushed on them. That just seems.
Yeah, that was weird. It's weird. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, I could see if you're like, they're trying to get me to smoke some crack or something, but that is kind of weird. It's not like it's weird. Like, I don't know that. Yeah.
They all
And
look
odd.
Also that road. So going out to Prosser, those roads, you can kind of tell when you turn off and you're going towards the lake because the roads get much more narrow and bumpy, and the main road is still like pretty wide, so you can tell you're on it. But when you get out towards those smaller ones, I don't know, it seems to me like definitely something foul play was probably involved.
I know, that's what I'm thinking now. Like I said, I was like trying to figure out, thinking, okay, if it's an accident, how did this happen? But then after the AWP came out, I'm like, whoa.
And that tow truck driver, you know, those AAA contracts up there, because that company, CAA, that he said he worked for, if you call that number, it does go to a AAA. Those AAA contracts up there are coveted. No one's going to risk letting those go. So I feel like if he was lying and his company knew he was lying, I feel like they would have made a statement stating he was lying, not to risk the legal ramifications of what could happen being tied to that.
Yeah, no, I think, and the only thing that possibly could happen is they're going to find out that it wasn't him, but he thought in his head maybe it was her, you know, and that it wasn't connected. You know what I'm saying? So I think he probably really did maybe think it was connected, that it was her car, it was her, whatever he thought, to go to the cops with it, you know? So, yeah, I guess, I wonder, okay, so he said about a week later he realized that. So wonder when he went to the cops, wonder if he went right when he realized that there might be something to it, you know? Okay, let's see, what am I doing?
Well, and with that, keep in mind it was a very community-based search. So like it wasn't widespread right away. So in terms of what he's saying, him saying he didn't hear about it till a week later, that fits for me, just because they were doing all their they did a press conference, but they were doing all their community and team-to-team things, and it was after all that stuff that came out, and it was really big. But I can't imagine him not having gone to the police like that week. And I'm sorry, but if that's not been sussed out at this point, then something's seriously wrong.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I'm sure it has. I'm sure they know. They just haven't told us, you know? Hey, AG, how do you say that? AG Glam? Hi, AG Glam and Tracy and Lane K. Sorry, I didn't get to say hi to you yet. I was trying to figure out. I mean, I'm trying to get, okay, shoot, I was going to say, I can't even get into my, because for me to share my screen, I have to be one. That's why I have always had to be the other person in here to be able to share my screen. And I couldn't even get in because it was full. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah. So what do you guys have to say? Anybody want to say, anybody else? AJ, Lane, Tracy?
Oh, that was me. I'm Lane. I was the
one.
one.
Lane. Yeah, we were talking. Sorry, I got my computer up though running. I was trying to get. What about Tracy? We can't hear you, Tracy.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, is it working?
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Innocent. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna we'll get to you in 1 second. Just mute until we I'm trying to rotate so everybody has a chance to talk. Okay, so what about AJ Glam? Can you hear? Because we can't hear Tracy. We can't hear you. Are you on mute? You might. We could see your mouth moving, but we. No, I mean when you were talking, Tracy. Why couldn't we hear you? Okay. Well, AJ Glam, how are you?
I'm here.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just trying not to interrupt anybody.
Oh, but it looked like earlier your mouth was moving and we couldn't hear you. Okay, so what do you have to say?
I just have a couple of things. Like, the first thing is, I'm sorry. I was on mute. I was probably talking to myself. But my first thing that I want to say is, the Nick guy from the AAA or whatever tow truck company he was from. It might have been AAA. I'm not sure, but he's actually in the vehicle enough to see perfume bottles in the console. He's in there enough to see that the car is in neutral. The girl's asking how to put the seatbelt on, so he's actually in it enough to see if there was a body in there, in my opinion. Could they have covered her? Of course. Could she have been in the trunk? Yes. And another thing is, law enforcement, they're not going to call AWP. And they're not excited that they're getting kind of some flack back for not finding the vehicle. So they weren't happy about AWP finding her car and them not. And so even if the service company hadn't come out and said, this isn't true or whatever, law enforcement would have definitely came out and debunked that by now, just because they don't like the fact that AWP was involved at all, even though I think they should be very appreciative. Another thing is the next day, which is the 6th. Well, we already know it's been confirmed that this guy, that there's cameras in here, okay? Law enforcement has this. They would have already came out and made a statement that says, this is not true. And they would have made AWP take that out of their video because it's untrue, it's false allegations. And another thing is, I cannot for the life of me understand why anybody would want to call AAA or any tow truck or even be seen in that car. Because that makes, there's witnesses there now that have seen this car the next day. And especially calling the company, if you have any knowledge whatsoever with their team, maybe they didn't know that they were going to be
anybody else ears
on camera.
It's hurting. I almost have to take out my earphones.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I'm sorry. There's so much more going on with this that we may never know. I hope we do, but we may never know the whole truth. But I do hope so.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Tracy. Sorry, your mic is really the pitch is really high. I don't know. It's really hurting some people's ears, but yeah. Okay. Thank you for sharing. It's very, yeah. I don't even know what to say. I feel like, yeah, we just
I'm so
a lot of us have the same stuff. Thank you. Who else is here? Hey,
I'm so sorry.
no, you're fine. No, don't apologize. But that's why I was probably making a weird face. I was like, I can't take them out, then I won't hear her. But then I try to listen like that. It's just a really high. I can't explain it, but it's hurting a little bit. Okay, so innocent miscreant, how are you?
Hi guys.
Hi Tracy.
I was saying I'm doing good. What I was kind of thinking on this is I know they said that Sammy said that their phones, they would run back and forth, charge their phones. I'm kind of thinking went over by the water where it last pinged, sent a text, the phone went dead. Okay. Then Jagger and whoever it is that looks most like Kiely went up with the record date to try and figure out how they want to roll the car in because they don't own it. They don't know how to operate the vehicle.
That's what I was. That's what I was saying the other day. It's not their car, so yeah, I agree.
And something else too is I don't feel that many law enforcement agencies would have missed the car, especially from the helicopter. So I'm pretty sure the car was put in later. And I think that's where the Zanime girl comes in. She was scouting, checking the water to make sure, see if the water could hide the car good enough. And I'm kind of suspecting the depth may have changed, and that's why we kind of see the drone footage of it now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, yeah. Some people do think that because she was rolling right over top of it, that maybe she was checking. It's just, I wish we knew when it was put in there. Was it after law enforcement checked? Because it's so weird that they missed it. Because if it was only 14 feet underwater and the car's over 5 foot, right? That wouldn't be that deep for them to be diving, looking. I don't understand how they missed that. So maybe it was put in after they searched. But then when did Zanime went what day? The 13th. She said it was later than what her phone said, remember?
Yeah, I think
7th.
Upchurch had it like down as like the 13th or something.
Okay, so that means
Is what he was kind of figuring. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he had a picture of it on his community page. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I feel the record. I feel the record driver or serviceman out there. I feel that's legit.
Yeah, so do I. I feel like it's legit. Now, I don't know for sure if it's gonna be like the people involved. I think so, though. You know, I mean, I feel like what he saw is what he saw. You know, what he said is what he saw, and he thinks it was connected. And so I'll be interested to see what comes out of that. If it was her, if it was her friends, if it was her car. Yeah, that'll be really interesting. Who else do we have here? AJ Glam. Did you have something to say? Because we were trying to ask you before, but nobody said anything.
Yeah, my theory on my whatever, I think something happened in the party.
Yeah.
And I think that Kylie got in a fight with some other girl. I'm not going to name names because, you know, I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but I think we all know who we're talking about. I think had a fight or whatever. Then I think something happened to Kylie. Tried to hide her, you know, in the car, covered it. They were going somewhere. Then they forgot to put the car in neutral, whatever, and tried to start it. They couldn't, and then that guy came, and then saw them like being dodgy.
Mm-hmm.
One's going here, then the other one's going here, making sure that he doesn't go at the back. I think they're making sure that he doesn't go at the back to see something. Because the way that girl was found right at the back is a bit sus.
Yeah.
And I don't
It
think
was, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think he would lie. And I've been following AWP for a long time. They're good. They know what they do.
Yeah, they know what they're doing, definitely.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. And then they said there's another part to the story, but they didn't take it out until I think they're waiting until the police say, okay, you can take it out.
Yeah, no, you're right. So they said they couldn't do it yet until because it's open investigation and they have to wait.
Who was it? Doug was in Popcorn Planet, and he said he saw that road, and he said for her to make a turn, it's not impossible, but he doesn't see it.
Yeah. Hey, has anybody seen Brittany in the chat? Because man, I'm really wanting to go over this picture with her, you guys. So and I don't want to do it without her, but I could probably do it. I could do it without her, but like where she lined up the trees, where this might be where Kylie was parking. So maybe they are all looking at whatever altercation took place. Because I don't think it's the water that they're looking at, because where the party was, that wouldn't be where she went in or the water. And so I think it might have been where she parked. And so maybe they're looking at some kind of altercation of what it's happening, or maybe she's just starting her car and she's going to leave or whatever, but they're all looking because something brought their attention here. So Brittany really did a good job at mapping it out that maybe that is where she parked. So, I'm going to give her a little bit more time, and if not, I'll just try to go over it myself.
That does look like headlights.
Yeah. So that's if she mapped it out right, then that would be where Kylie was parked. So how crazy is that? If they're all looking at her and whatever that argument that took place, right?
Yeah.
Could be. You know?
And yeah, as for the other girl, I don't know. I don't think it's Kylie.
What other girl? No, we don't. I don't either. I don't think it is either, actually.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's
Oh, Sleuthy, you left. I'm sorry. I'd like to maybe do a live just with you and me, Sleuthy, sometime. It's just hard with the open panel to, so then I could just like stay focused on what you're saying because I know you've done a lot of work with this case. But yeah, AJ, yeah, I think there's a good chance that that it's not her either.
No, and what is it? Jared and Doug. They're very good at spotting things. They've done this for how many years now? I mean, for people saying bad things about them, though, they're talking out of their whatever and they're lying and blah blah blah. No, they know what they're doing. And Doug has seen things. I mean, I know that he told his backstory. I mean, he was through depression and everything, and that's how he got to Ventures in the Purpose. And now he feels that he can do what he's doing to help other people. So, yeah.
Sorry, hold on a second.
Ryan Upchurch, 33 minutes ago, put some pictures up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, two people right out of Tahoe, California, compared to two other people from last year. That was a big deal.
Wait, what? Man, now I'm kind of wishing I would have actually got some new information and if I had done a little bit more research so I could have something actually new to talk about, huh? Let's see. I did just want to hop on to at least tell everybody that I was okay, and it looks like my computer is okay. At least this one's not, but I know we keep just talking about the same thing over and over. Okay, let's see what he has. Hold on. I just want to look at this location. I was really hoping Brittany would stop by so I could look at this location with her, but maybe I'll just do some work by myself and come back. So I have, hold on, let me look at what you're talking about though. So what is, I don't understand these two pictures. Is he trying to say they're,
They look very alike.
wait, so you saying Brian Laundrie is Kylie's dad?
I'm not sure if who the exact people are, but if he knows they're from the area, then does kind of throw
I'll
another.
just share you. I'm just sharing so you know what he's talking about. This is what he's talking about right here. This is what Ryan uploaded. Gabby and whoever this is, and then Brian Laundrie, and I think that's Kylie's stepdad, right? So that's just what he's talking about. Anyway.
I'm not sure which person's which, but
all right, so all right, yeah, I don't know, guys. My head is spinning now. I'm just thinking of like, okay, so who's all up here? We have a couple people in back. Heather, what do you have to share? Anything, or what did you want to talk about?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. Well, if we're playing in with the tow truck driver, at first I thought one of her friends might have been there, but I was watching somebody else's channel yesterday. And of course, we have to be careful the information we put out because people are coming out of the woodwork. But this lady went on her live saying that she's a graphic designer and she unblurred the photo of Kiely in the back, unfortunately. She said she would never share that, but she did give a description. And there's a critical piece of information in that if we are to believe her. Something happens with the body within 3 to 5 days of being in the water that wasn't present. And I believe this is why Nick came up and said it was suspicious and to call the authorities. I mean, I can mention what it is, but I'd hate to be a little too graphic on here. So,
wait, yeah, somebody had said something a couple of days ago too that somebody cleared it up. So I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? The picture in the car, right?
Yes, another lady did it. She says she's fully clothed. in the back.
Oh, okay.
She said she is facing forward, but she's not bloated at all, which means she wasn't in the water very long, because that takes place within 3 to 5 days, depending on water temperature. If you can believe her, and that the description she's given is accurate.
Okay.
So if I base my opinion now off of what she said last night, then I do believe the tow truck driver did see Kiely, and something happened maybe a week even after he saw her. And maybe they decided to dump her where they dumped her later on, because the police had cleared that and they didn't suspect anybody else to go in searching.
Huh. I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on one second. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy stuff going on. Sorry, I'm just opening up a couple of emails to see.
Oh, you're fine. You're doing a great job. Ignore the haters. And that was the information I came up here to put out there. Again, everybody can take it with a grain of salt. A lot of people are coming out of the woodwork, but I will make room for others. You have a great day, and I appreciate you letting me up.
Okay, well, thank you, Heather. Sorry, I'm just all preoccupied with stuff. But thank you for coming up and sharing.
Nope, you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. Anyway, I'll get off and leave anyone else who wants to come up.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Bye, AJ.
Bye.
I don't know, guys. I'm thinking about just ending it, because I really kind of just was mainly wanted to come up just to tell you guys I'm okay, because everybody was reaching out. So I just wanted to let you guys know. I just feel bad. I don't really have, I want to do some research. I don't have anything new to add, and I don't know. I can't stay focused on the panel, because I keep wanting to do research on my own, with all this new stuff that's coming out. So I don't know. I feel bad, but I am okay. It looks like my computer's okay. My main one seems to be okay. I'm not sure about this one. I restarted it. It looks like it's doing okay. I'm still looking into who Michael Russell is. Like I said, I think I narrowed it down to 2 people. And what else? I don't know. I'm going to look into that location. I was hoping Brittany would join me. Like I said, let me see if she responded. I'm going to, maybe next live, I'll come with her. She'll come up. Maybe tonight. Maybe I'll do one a little bit. I want to look into that picture, because I really think she's onto something about that. This picture right here. I do think that this could possibly be something going on with Kiely in her car. Because if she's right and she lined everything up, and that's where Sammy pointed where she was parked, then what if this is actually a picture of them catching the altercation that happened that night with Kiely and somebody? What if it is? Wouldn't that be something? Don't you think?
Keep open mind.
Yeah.
I think that's the key here.
Definitely.
Don't close nothing out.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yes, I'm trying to make sure I keep open enough to everything, Hold on, let me see. I'm so behind in chat. Let me see what chat's saying. So yeah, I'll probably hop back on in a couple hours, because I just want to get some stuff together. Like I said, the purpose was really to reach out, because everybody's like, dude, at least come and say you're okay. So I felt really bad. I'm like, shoot, I just kind of like took a whole day off yesterday and didn't even let anybody know that everything was cool. So yeah, I just want to collect my thoughts and get focused. So yeah, probably in a couple hours I'm gonna hop back on and we'll chat, if that's okay. So yeah, I want to go through all my emails and stuff, and like get them kind of organized, all the information, and then we'll chat in a little bit. So thank you, Innocent Miscreant, and everybody on panel. Like I said, I'm sorry I wasn't able to give everybody like 100% of my attention. I was wanting to actually research myself. That's why I think I should end it so I could go do that instead of keep having people on panel and not being able to focus. All right, guys. Well, come back tonight, okay?
I'll keep my eyes open.
Okay, Innocent. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of everybody because I'm gonna end this. I think, Christine, I don't think they're trying to put up false info. I think they're just using that synonymous. I can't even say that word right now, but they're using it like the same as just the roadside assistant. I know it wasn't AAA, but they're just comparing it from like what they know from roadside assistant type things. If they ask for your ID and different things like that, I think they're just kind of just trying to go by what they know. So, like, let's say, oh, I have AAA, so I know how that works. So, they're trying to kind of compare what it's like when you call a roadside assistant. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. They're just trying to figure it out, like what would be done on a roadside assistant stop. And a lot of people do have AAA, so they're just kind of trying to figure it out. That's all. Let me just look. I'm just gonna look at chat for a little bit here. Man, it's hard though to do these open panels. Whoo, like to try to like keep stuff up on stuff that you're emailing and pay attention to what they're saying and rotating people out. And that's why I have Bella up here, that's why, because she helps with that stuff. But now I'm going to get crap for doing that. Oh, she's taking up a spot when I need help sometimes. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just getting like, what do you mean, please stop? Why common sense? I'm just taking a moment to see my chat before I end it. Since I couldn't earlier, I haven't been able to really look at chat too much. So I'm just trying to have some interaction before I end it. Gosh. Thanks, Tex. Oh, okay. So it's just what they're doing, huh? Thanks, Ashley. Hey, Stace on the case. Not much. We were just nothing new. We were just kind of, open panels, but it was mainly just, theories we've talked about over and over. So that's why I want to try to find maybe some new research or new stuff to talk about a little bit, like a new angle maybe to go with. Not to go with, but to just find some new information. Because my brain's starting to hurt just going over like all these, like the same theories over and over, which I think one of them is probably right, but like at least you maybe find some more to add to it. Thanks, Golden Fire. Thank you, She Marie. Oh, She Marie, thank you. And thanks, Tracy, for joining. Or, yeah, Tracy. Hey, Ruby, thank you. Stacy, thanks, Trace on the case. I know, it is weird. It's a weird. And if they would, you never know, they might have caught something. Okay, Tracy, yes. Hey, Amanda. Wait, my message is a new guide to check out. Please check your okay. Is it under my personal Facebook or the channel Facebook page? I am. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I am for some reason my brain. Open panels they're very I know you guys probably won't. I don't think you would understand unless if you were up here running an open panel. It's more than what it seems. You're trying to like rotate out like 10 people. You don't know who's going to come up. You have to try to be fair and then try to listen to what they're saying and have a response and add something new. And it's just getting all to be a lot. Thanks, Jay Taylor. But like now I feel like if I just do have like more of a panel where I choose some specific people to chat with, so it's organized, and if I do that, I feel like I'm going to be blamed for controlling some narrative or something, but I kind of want to do something like that where I don't have to worry. Not that I don't want to do open panels anymore, but I would like to do a closed panel and have a few people up and chat, like maybe have Brittany up, maybe Sleuthy Goosey, people that have been really researching the case a lot, and just have Tyler and just have us up there talking for once. Just, just for something different. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, I know, but I can't control that. That's the whole problem. When I open it, I can't control. So there's always tons of people that come up, which is good. I mean, I want an open panel, but it's too hard. And then it's hard to rotate people out because then I feel with my personality, it's really hard because I feel like I'm being mean, not like I'm not wanting to hear them. So like, okay, I'm gonna have to rotate you down, and it's hard to do with my personality type. Because then I sit there and stay up all night, like thinking, oh my God, I was mean, or I didn't let them talk enough or whatever. But then it's like not fair to the other people for not coming up. So I don't know. It's too stressful sometimes. I'd like to just do one without it. I mean, once in a while. Private chat. Okay, hold on. Wait, who said that in comments though? Who's saying to check it? I know, but then I feel like I'm disappointing you when I don't open it up, when I would like to do that once in a while. You know? I know, and I don't think I'm even coming across as mean, but I feel like I am. Okay, so that's what Bella was for. And then I got accused of having all mods up on panel the whole time. That's exactly what I had her co-hosting for, to help me with it. That was the whole point. And I'm not trying to get smart with you, Janae, but that, and then people are now thinking she's suspicious, which I'm 100% she's not. She's not connected to anybody, but it's just so silly. It's so silly. It's starting to get like, I don't know. Hey, Jenny, thank you for joining. No, there was more than one. Go look through the comments. There was a lot. And I just think, I guess I could just say, okay, but I don't know how to, I'd have to like reach out to them because I have to email them a link somehow. Oh, hi, Connie. Or else what? Stop it. Thank you, Grammy Susu. Thanks, you seashells. Okay, I'm gonna go do a little bit of research on that location, and hopefully maybe Brittany will get back and we could do like a closed panel. Sleuthy, if you're still out there, you want to join. Brittany, who else? Hold on. Tyler, but I don't think Tyler said he's not available today. Who else? Let's see. I'm trying to think who else has done some work that we could actually, add something maybe. All right, let me see. Hey, Constantly. A lot meaner? You want me to be meaner? Why do I feel like I have been mean lately? It's funny because I'll like be talking to somebody after, be like, man, I feel like I'm so mean, and people are like, if that's you mean, then yeah, you're not. But I don't know why I think I feel that way sometimes. When I get like real frustrated, I'm like, ah. Laughing corpse. Wait, where did he write it? What? I don't see. Wait a minute. People are saying he's in here. It's not showing up in mine. Or do you guys see Ryan in here in the chat? I saw that earlier and I thought maybe it was just mistaken, but it's not. There's no Ryan. What? Let me know, because there's something going on then if not, because I can't see him. Are you serious? Dude, I just went all up through chat when I saw that, and it's not showing up. Hold on. Mod sent me probably a screenshot. Ryan, why aren't you showing up to me? I'm not ignoring you. You're not coming through on my end. Dude, what the heck? No, I believe he's here because my mod just sent me a screenshot to show me he's here. But it's not showing up. All right, let me go. Something is going, like, and then you saw what my computer was doing over here. Something is going on. Let me go check all my stuff and let me get something to eat. And hi, Ryan. I'm not ignoring you. Like I said, you're not showing up for some reason on my side. Let me see if you show up on the YouTube, because I'm on the StreamYard chat. I'm just curious because I just want to know if something's going on. Because I remember seeing that earlier and I'm like, what? I don't see him in here. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see if you're on the YouTube side. Hold on. Well, let me go. I'm going to go and see what the heck, why I can't see you. Oh, wait, I see you on the YouTube side. Okay. I'm usually looking at the StreamYard because that's when I could share my screen and everything and put up comments. But I see you on the, oh, hey, Ryan. Okay. Well, what the heck, dude? Why is you not showing up on the StreamYard? Hold on. Let me see where it's at. I want to see who your comment's under and then look on my StreamYard and see who is under there. All right, hold on, let me find one of you. Going so fast. Hold on, where are you? I swear okay, there you are. So I see a comment where you're under Pauline. Okay, let me see over here now. No. I don't know. That's so weird. Does anybody know that has a channel if there's some way that somehow like on StreamYard something could be. Wait, what rumor? What? I don't know what. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'll be back in a couple hours. I'm going to go through. I'm going to restart because I still haven't even restart my computer and they said that you said to restart my router and stuff. I still haven't done that. Yesterday, I just did not come over here at all. I didn't even come to my computer. I just was on my phone and took a day off. So I'm going to restart everything and then I'll be back in a couple hours, guys. So bye.